So I am here today to do the little demo that I'm sure a number of you have seen of the KISS Instawave. So this is supposed to be sort of the revolutionary way to curl your hair and avoid sort of those dreaded burn marks that I'm sure many of you have gotten. I have a few of my own just because you get too close to your ear or on your arm, things like that. So first of all, when you turn it on, it makes sort of a high-pitched squealing noise. It's not loud, but it's enough to be, it concerns you when you hear it. But from reading other people's blogs, it sounds like it's normal. And so far, every time I've used it, nothing has caught on fire or anything, nothing's exploded, and my hair hasn't burned to pieces. So I think it's just a sound that the machine makes. So maybe for future generations of the KISS Instawave, maybe they can work on removing that sound. But it's actually a pretty nifty tool. I use the word nifty. It's an old word, but it actually is pretty accurate to describe this. So what you do is there are two settings here. There's a high and a low. I tried the low, but the low just, you'd either have to leave your hair wound around for like a minute, or it just doesn't work. Unless you have very, very, very fine hair, I really think that the high setting would work for most types of hair. My hair is coarse, but I don't have a lot of it. So it's like I have fine-ish hair, but not really, like it can handle a lot of heat. So usually what I do to curl my hair is I do use a flat iron, but you know, why not give this a try? This is actually a little bit more foolproof than a flat iron. The flat iron really has a huge learning curve. This one, after one or two tries, you pretty much get the hang of it. So you can see these little prongs here. Those are there to sort of hold your hair in place and keep them around the barrel. And so what you do is, I've already sectioned off my hair. I've taken sort of the crown part of my hair and put a little ponytail at the back. And I'm just gonna set this down here. But what you do is you just take some hair. I would probably split this in two. And I've already brushed it out. I tend to brush out all of my hair as well as spray heat protectant on it before I do apply any sort of heat, just because you can never go wrong with heat protectant, really. So you can probably do a bigger section, but I don't really want to. So you take hair like this, and you can choose which way you want to curl it. Although I find, depending on whether you put your hair in front or in the back of the barrel, there's only really one way to do it. And it sort of gives you the freedom to create natural looking waves, but I find that I just do one side the same way and the other side another way, just because it's too complicated for me. I can't figure it out. So I just stick with one way. And so what you do is I put it in front. Oh, see? That's what I mean. I also am doing this without a mirror, so I'm going to do that. And then just wind it like that. And then wait about 8 to 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And just pull straight down, and you'll get this really natural looking wave. It's very loose. So for those of you that normally like these tight curls with either a curling iron or a flat iron, this, I don't know if it'll give you that. It probably won't. And the curls get really loose as the day goes on, even with hairspray for me. Normally with a flat iron, I can get about 2 to 3 days of tight, defined curls, even without product. So this is really sort of mimicking really wavy hair, and some days you don't want tight curls because you look really dolled up, but you just want these loose, carefree curls, and this is really the tool to do it. And it's really easy. You won't be burning yourself, and there's only a very slight learning curve. So it's actually quite cool, and it's not as crazy as like the Conair one that takes up your hair, gathers it. I find that actually more terrifying. This, yeah, the spikes are terrifying, but you get over it really quickly. So yeah, hopefully you liked my little demo there. You can see why I'm doing this without a mirror. You can tell I don't do videos very much, and use a mirror, don't do it blindly. But you can see that depending on which way you do it, front or back, it really depends on whether you can choose a particular arrow or direction. So yeah, hopefully you liked my little demo here, and maybe you'll see more videos from me in the future. maybe. So hopefully you enjoyed. Bye.